Hey, welcome to another edition of On the Grill. So glad you can join us. You know, last week we kept it simple. We did burgers. This week we're going to kick it up a notch. We're going to do sausage. I want you to know, though, don't forget this. I want you to know we are going to do some pretty big things before all is said and done, some start to finish. But for now, we're going to keep it pretty simple. Just have some conversation as well. We'll talk about the Lions draft in part 2 of this extravaganza. Kindly joining me, Mike is here again. Mike's going to be here all the time. I would have this guy come over anytime he wanted to come over as well. It's certainly up to him, but an old friend of mine, we all knew each other back in the day growing up in Livonia. He is the head coach of Livonia Stevenson's hockey team. The defending, if I'm not mistaken, is that the right way to say it? You were the coach of the year in Division II, correct?
That would be correct.
So defending coach of the year, is that the?
I don't know if you defend that, right? But
That's a good point.
Well,
That's a good point. But you're doing a heck of a job there, and we're proud of you. How you doing, buddy? David Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen.
Doing well, Sean. Thanks for having me. Mike, hello. Good to see you guys again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Glad to connect again, and takes me back to the days of the Little Caesars world that we all started. Yep. And,
The wormhole just opened.
Here's the wormhole.
It was a great upbringing for me. I was always the little brother and the one that you guys taught me my ways, and so I appreciate you guys always.
Pizza for disaster. That's it. There's a lot of stories that we can tell. That's up for another day. So today we're doing sausage, and basically, Mike, we're going to tell you what kind of sausage we're using. Different ways to make sausage as well. Now, Mike, you brought a very interesting thing that I can't wait to take a bite into. Tell everybody what you got.
I've got the firecracker jalapeno cheddar jerk sausage. All of that in one. Jalapeno, cheddar, jerk, all in one sausage. It's smoked. It's from the Village Butcher out in Milford that I get. I fell in love with this sausage years ago. It's spicy. Gotta watch it, be careful, but I know all three of us are spice guys, so we'll be all right with it. You guys are gonna love this.
See, this is the thing that we were talking about before this started, and Dave, I'll start with you here. I think there's a difference between giving me a kick and not enjoying it. Like, I want some spice, I want some hot, but I don't want to be eating a bratwurst and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I can't even take another bite. I don't want to be eating a sausage, oh my gosh, I don't want to take another bite. There's got to be a fine line there.
Yeah, doesn't it come with maturity? I think it comes a little bit with maturity. I think we were at the case where we were like, the hotter the better, and let's find the hottest we can find, and let's burn our, and see who can toughen it out. But now as we gain some knowledge and gain some wisdom and become a little more mature, I think we like the flavor as well.
Absolutely. That's why I like the jalapeno. Not going ghost pepper, not going scorpion pepper here. I don't want to be done and be in pain and say, hey, how'd that taste? You're like, well, I don't even know. It just hurts. Give me some milk.
It's kind of a good thing that those peppers weren't around when we were in that phase.
Oh,
Like
gosh.
we were in that phase and the
gosh.
habanero was big to us, and now you have the reaper and the scorpion and all the ghosts and everything.
No,
If those
thank
were
you.
around, we might have done some serious damage.
We used to do a thing. We used to try to find like the hottest wing out there too, and there were a couple times that we got knocked on our butt.
Are you going there?
Oh, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to. Let's just put it this way.
He's got that.
No, there was a particular chef one day that heard us making fun of his wings, and he destroyed us. We'll save that for a different story. I went with I'm a big Rinaldi sausage guy. Rinaldi's is awesome. They have multiple variations. One of my favorites. It's a Motor City sausage. It's a good blend of spices. With just a slight, kind of a jab, not an overhand, just kind of a jab straight to the jaw. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, a couple different things before we.
Wait, you didn't tell me I was supposed to bring my own sausage. Like you got one, I got I'm sausageless.
Are we walking into that?
No, I'm not going to do it.
serious.
I'm not going to do it.
I'm not. No, I'm being totally serious. That you got one, I got
No,
one.
listen, we have this is a sausage
So I
fest.
want to come back now, and I will come back next time.
Okay.
And tell me what it is, and I will bring my
All right.
favorite, and I will bring.
Did you hear that? He wants to come back.
Oh boy!
Already.
Is this being recorded?
Already. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. But Dave, there's 6, 3, 2.
That's fine, right? Okay.
It's a sausage
But I've
fest.
got to tell you, if you want to come back, you want to bring your sausage.
Well,
I'm
that's
telling
the topic
you.
next
Well,
time.
I'm telling you, I've got another firecracker one from another butcher that I go to, and I
Okay.
can't wait to bring that.
For
in.
real?
Absolutely, it's the
You know
best
what?
spicy Italian sausage out there.
You know what we should do? We should really have like a potpourri one day where Dave, you bring, like, let's say I want to make pork, and you bring that, and I can do brisket, whatever the case may be, we'll have a potpourri. All right, preparation for sausage, very quickly before we put these bad boys on the grill. We'll talk NFL draft in part 2. Preparation for these bad boys. There's a lot of different way to do sausages. Mike, I know years ago, I remember talking to you, you can soak them in beer.
Yep.
You can soak them in like Frank's Red Hot or something like that.
Absolutely.
It's no doubt about that. We were talking before this started. There are a lot of people, peppers and onions. I am not. I'll just speak for me. I am not a pepper and onion guy. I think it takes away, quite frankly, from the flavor of the meat. I want the meat. And most importantly, it creates soggy bun. I don't want a soggy bun when I eat my sausage. I really don't.
You do. You have to have nice buns. Now today you're going to notice I'm going to be bunless because I'm gluten free and I have not found a good gluten free hoagie bun. Got the hamburger
yeah,
bun
that's
down.
right.
I've got the bread down. Anybody have any ideas?
Anybody out there?
Shoot
right?
them out
Yep,
there
we
because
go.
I love bread. I miss it since I've been off the gluten. But with the sausage and peppers, what did I tell you? That's an appetizer at an Italian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That's not at my barbecue. Okay? Not saying I haven't done it. I know I've done it, but that's a totally different meal out there. And to get back to, you want to soak it in some hot sauce. You want to soak it in some beer. Do we really have a quality sausage if we have to soak it in something?
I agree.
These do not need anything. You said Rinaldi's, Village Butcher. These guys are putting out top-notch sausage that need nothing but eating.
Well, and you know what's interesting? As always, like both these guys said, if there's suggestions, if there's a sausage that we're missing, if there's a sausage that you think is just the king, by all means, let us know. That's why we have the conversation on here. He is David Mitchell, again, the head coach of Livonia Stevenson Hockey. I'm just Sean Malegian. He's just Mike Iverso. We are glad that you are joining us today. We're going to put these bad boys on the grill. We'll give you the taste test and we'll talk some NFL draft lion version. Coming up next, it's On the Grill with two of my close buddies. I'm so glad they can join us and you can join us as well.